Hey guys, it's Sarah back with Glam Finds, and I'm here to kind of quickly give you my current 5 favorite blue fragrances. I kind of thought of the idea because this morning I just woke up wanting to wear something blue, and I'll actually tell you which one I wore and why. I don't know, there's just so many fragrance options, and every now and then you kind of want to get back to basics. Yes, blue fragrances are basic. But they're really good, and to be honest, they're definitely the easiest ones to pull you compliments. You don't have to think about them, they don't offend anybody. And I'm going to give you my top 5 right now, not in any order, just kind of in the occasions that I would wear them in, and I'm just going to pick them up randomly. Okay, so the first one, it's going to seem like it's not random. You're going to see why in a second. The first one is going to be Versace Dylan Blue. And as most of you guys know, this is probably one of my absolute favorite fragrances. If not my very favorite, it probably is my very favorite. It's kind of basically what really got me into the game. And for me, I really like it, not only because it's versatile, but it's just really fresh, really clean. And I like the incense in here. It isn't heavy, but it, to my nose, balances out the ambroxan and just makes it a really pleasant, not too juvenile scent. This one is still the one that gets me the most compliments out of all of my fragrances. I really like it. And in terms of looking for a people-pleasing blue fragrance that is literally the most versatile, you can wear it day, night, all year, and it pulls compliments, this is definitely the one to go with. I know the fragrance community, you know, hates on this one a lot, but if you're just looking for something to wear to feel really good, kind of give you a little confidence boost, because again, nobody doesn't like this. I dare you to find someone who doesn't, that isn't in the fragrance game. You spray this on, go somewhere, people are gonna give you the right kind of attention. Next. Alright, so this is my favorite one to wear when it's high heat, kind of daytime, maybe running errands, going somewhere outdoors, anything like that, when I'm in a really playful mood. Just because out of all of them, this one gives off the most fruity vibes, and it's gonna be Coach for Men EDT. This is a really good fragrance, guys, and I mean, nobody doesn't like this one either. It is so fruity, but in the best way. It's not overwhelmingly sweet. As you'll be able to tell, most of these aren't really that sweet, they're just sweet enough. Is it sweet? Yes. It's fruity, it's nice. The only knock that it has is it's not the best performer, but it's a really good fragrance, and it's really inexpensive. It's another one that's a really good budget fragrance. If you haven't tried this one, you should definitely get your nose on it. Coach fragrances are really good budget-wise, but this is my favorite. I don't really love platinum. It's a little too metallic for me. This one is awesome. It always pulls me compliments. To be honest, all of these pull me compliments. They are blue fragrances. That's kind of what they're known for. But high heat blue fragrance, this is the one that I reach for next. All right, when I'm looking for something a little bit more subdued, it's not gonna project too much. It's gonna give me more of a mature vibe. Like, I could wear it maybe a little formally, but not too formal. You can kind of rock it casually. It's really fresh, really clean. Sauvage without all the metallic notes. I think you already know what it is. It's gonna be Prada Lunarosa Carbon. I really like this fragrance. I liked Sauvage when I smelled it, but I couldn't get past the metallic notes. This actually says that it has metallic notes in it, but I don't get any. This is more of a watery one. And it smells really fresh. And I feel like this is one that if you wanted a blue fragrance for work, this is definitely the one to go with. Again, it's not a projection monster. Dylan Blue is really good with projection. Coach projects a little bit, but this one is just nice, subdued, really good longevity on it. And again, this one definitely won't offend, especially because projection on it is going to be lower. It lasts a lot longer than you think. I didn't think I was going to get that much out of it, but I wore it. Every time I wore it to work, I've noticed that I've gotten wafts of it throughout the day, so that's really, really good, because it's actually just an EDT. But I really like this one. Again, it's really work appropriate. If you have a meeting to go to, this is definitely the one that I would reach for. Next. Alright, so I have a huge love affair with the note of apple. I love apple a lot, and I love sage, and if you want apple and sage together in perfect harmony, why EDP is the one to reach for. Guys, I like this one a lot. I mean, honestly, I bought it at retail just because to me it's worth it. Sometimes I'm just in the mood to wear apple. Like today, this is what I reached for because I was just in the mood to wear apple. I really enjoy the note of apple. Again, this is another people pleaser. To me, I get longevity and projection out of it. I feel personally like Dylan Blue projects a little bit louder off of me, but this is probably right after that. Although the next one is going to be the heaviest projector, which I'll show you guys in a second. But I really like this one. I mean, I get a little bit of like a darker vibe. This, to me, would be the date night one out of all of these. Because it's kind of got like a more refined, more seductive feel. Again, Dylan Blue would work for all of that, but Dylan Blue to me is a lot louder. So for date night, honestly, I think this should be the one you reach for if you haven't gotten your nose on it. And you enjoy apple, you gotta do it. So that's gonna be why EDP. This final one is maybe a little bit less traditional, but you guys know that I love featuring Middle Eastern fragrances because they're performance monsters, and this one is probably right there at the top of the list of performance monsters. Everyone talks about reformulation to this, and it probably has been reformulated, but I get insane projection and longevity off of this. I go nose blind to it really quickly, but everyone around me smells it super loud the entire day. And without further ado, that's going to be Resassi Havas. Now, I decanted a lot of that. I didn't actually mean to decant that much. I thought I was going to do half, but whoops. But this is a really good fragrance. Sometimes when I want to smell really clean, I wear this one. I know that a lot of people feel like this one is too sweet for hot summer days. I will wear it whenever, but this is the one that I will have to wake up in the mood to wear. I want to smell fresh, I want to smell clean, I want to smell sweet. I mean, it gets compared to Invictus a lot. Well, sometimes it gets compared to Invictus, sometimes it gets compared to Invictus Aqua. I do think it's kind of in the middle there. But I like this more. I mean, that's why I own this one and not any of the other Invictuses other than Intense, which is a completely different ballgame. But if you're looking for a non-traditional blue fragrance that, again, all of these are compliment monsters, but this one projects and lasts actually more than all of the rest of them by a pretty big long shot. I mean, this one, I think I go nose blind to in about 30 minutes, but I was at work once and I'm pretty sure I was over 4 hours into the shift, and everyone I walked by was telling me how good I smelled and how much they could smell it because it projects pretty far off your skin. But this one for me is when I want to feel kind of tropically. This could definitely work as a club banger. I mean, Dylan Blue would also be one that you could use, but if you really want to get attention, I would go this one because the projection is going to go longer. Like, I get good projection for several hours with Dylan Blue, but I definitely get at least 4 with this one. And if you're gonna go out, honestly, I would reach for Havas. And that was my list of my favorite blue fragrances right now. Again, sometimes you wake up and you just want to wear a blue fragrance. Just to recap real quick, the ones that I've kind of been gravitating to a little bit more right now because it is, you know, a little bit colder, are probably going to be YSL EDP, and next would probably be Dylan Blue. This one, honestly, you could still wear in the summertime. YSL EDP you could too, but probably towards nights. During the day now that it's getting cooler, it's really this one for me, EDP. Havas sometimes, because again, it's still going to project, but for me, it gives me more of a tropical vibe. I don't know, it could just be me. But YSL EDP is probably one of the best blue fragrances for winter. That's just my opinion. As always, thank you guys for watching Glam Finds, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!